صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Chapter on the purchase of animals and donkeys. If somebody buys an animal or a camel, and the seller is still riding over it, will the bargain be guarded as settled before the seller gets down from it? Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with them, said, the Prophet, peace be upon him, told Umar to sell that unmanageable, untamed camel to him. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with them, I was with the Prophet, peace be upon him, in a ghazwa, military expedition, and my camel was slow and exhausted. The Prophet, peace be upon him, came up to me and said, O Jabir. I replied, yes. He said, what is the matter with you? I replied, my camel is slow and tired, so I am left behind. So he got down and poked the camel with his stick, and then ordered me to ride. I rode the camel, and it became so fast that I had to hold it from going ahead of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him. He then asked me, have you got married? I replied in the affirmative. He asked, a virgin or a matron? I replied, I married a matron. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, why have you not married a virgin, so that you may play with her and she may play with you? Jabir replied, I have sisters, young in age, so I liked to marry a matron who could collect them all and comb their hair and look after them. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, you will reach home, so when you have arrived at home, I advise you to associate with your wife, that you may have an intelligent son. Then he asked me, would you like to sell your camel? I replied in the affirmative, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, purchased it for 1 uqiyah of gold. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, reached Al-Madinah before me, and I reached in the morning. And when I went to the mosque, I found him at the door of the mosque. He asked me, have you arrived just now? I replied in the affirmative. He said, leave your camel and come into the mosque and offer a 2 rak'ah prayer. I entered and offered the salah. He told Bilal to weigh and give me 1 uqiyah of gold. So Bilal weighed for me fairly, and I went away. The Prophet, peace be upon him, sent for me, and I thought that he would return to me my camel, which I hated more than anything else. But the Prophet, peace be upon him, said to me, take your camel as well as its price.